For several days, the Lone Ranger had been riding steadily south, heading toward the old silver mine where he intended to replenish his dwindling supply of ammunition. He had hardly spoken a word to his loyal Indian friend Tonto since they'd first set out, and Tonto had respected the masked man's silence. But when they stopped for water outside the mining center of Badger City, the Indian could no longer restrain his curiosity.
Kimasabi, you ride like lone Indian stalking mountain bear.
Why do you say that, Tonto?
You have look of hunter. Say few words, only ride and watch ahead.
I'm sorry. I haven't meant to ignore you. Been thinking.
Me guess you think about man Marshal at Rimrock tell you about, Hank Durgan.
That's right, Tonto. I was also thinking about what happens when a cynical crook comes to a respectable community like Badger City.
Now me understand why we stop here near Badger City. You think Hank Durgan make trouble for town?
Yes, Tonto. According to the Marshal, Durgan has caused trouble wherever he's gone. There's no reason to suppose he'll change his ways now. That's why I want to visit Badger City and see what he's doing there. We'll ride on to the silver mine later.
A few miles away, the object of the Lone Ranger's interest, an habitual criminal named Hank Durgan, concealed himself as he waited for a stagecoach to appear.
Throw down that strong box. Don't take all day. What are you doing here, Parks? You're lucky you didn't get a bullet through the head.
I heard some bad news, Durgan.
Why aren't you at the house? You're supposed to be my alibi, you babbling idiot.
Let me tell you what happened.
Well, get on with it.
Well, I took a little walk about noon today. See, I went down to the cafe and back. I didn't see any harm in that.
When are you going to get to the point?
Well, I was sitting in the cafe having a cup of coffee, and I heard a couple of the fellas from the stage line talking. They were saying something about all the robberies they've been having in this district.
So?
So, somebody down there came up with an idea to trap the thieves the next time they try it.
How?
By marking the money.
What?
I tried to get you before you stopped the stage.
Looks all right to me.
They said there was a little red circle on the corner of every one of the bills.
Every one of them.
Yeah, they said it was indelible ink. But I thought if we tear the corner off every one of the bills...
Yeah, wouldn't that look great? Trying to pass $10,000, and every one of them with the corner torn off.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't spend it.
I know what I'd like to do. I'd like to get my hands on the genius that thought up this little trick.
Well, that won't be so hard to do.
What do you mean?
Well, the fellas from the stage line gave all the credit to Andrew Larkin.
I might have known it. Larkin. Always Larkin. Ever since I came to this town, he's been after me. Tried to shut down my cafe more than a dozen times.
Well, you'd have been all right if you hadn't sold the liquor to the Indians. Larkin's crazy on this subject. That's what started him off on us.
Nobody tells Hank Durgan what he can or can't do. Especially no dried-up local lawyer dying by inches in his own bed.
Look, Durgan, why don't we forget the whole business? Leave the money here and move on to some other territory.
Forget $10,000? You sound crazier than Andrew Larkin.
Well, what good will it do us? We'd be in jail 10 minutes after we try to spend it.
Who says we have to spend it here?
What do you mean?
I mean, my fat-headed friend, that we'll lie low for 2 or 3 months until this dies down. Then we'll head east, where nobody ever heard of any red marks. In the meantime, I have a score to settle with Andrew Larkin.
A short time later, the Lone Ranger and Tonto reached the top of a hill overlooking the deserted stagecoach.
Kimasabi, stagecoach stopped. They see no one there.
Let's investigate. He's still alive, Tonto, but he's seriously wounded.
Rock shot off strong box. Box empty.
Look in the stagecoach.
Me. Nobody around, Kimasabi. You find tracks.
Yes, but they're very faint. The wind has almost blown them away.
I'll lead off there.
There were 2 men.
Print of horses' hoofs here, Kimasabi. Road not traveled much.
No. Tonto, first we'll bandage the driver, then put him aboard. I want you to take the stagecoach into Badger City. See that man gets to a doctor.
You meet me at sheriff's office?
I don't know the sheriff, Tonto, but I do know Andrew Larkin. We'll call on him.
Andrew Larkin, good man.
Very good man.
Where you go now, Kimasabi?
I'm going to try and follow these tracks before they disappear. They may lead to the outlaws.
Meanwhile, Hank Durgan and Jeb Parks raced along a back trail toward the outskirts of Badger City. And a short time later, entered Durgan's home with the money.
I still don't like it. You want to know what I think?
You're not supposed to think. Give me a hand with this.
You said something about a score to be settled with Larkin. I don't want to get mixed up in any murder. When it comes to that, you can count me out.
Count you out? That's a laugh. You're in this up to your ears, Parks. You knew what you were doing when you came to work for me. Too late to back out now.
And you are going to kill Larkin.
Let's just say I don't expect him to live long.
Yeah, but when you shoot him, you're going to...
Who said anything about shooting him?
I know, but I thought you said you were going to...
There you go, thinking again, Parks. It's bad for you. You're apt to strain yourself.
Yeah, but look, you can't keep on...
Shut up and listen to me. Now, Andy Larkin is a sick man. His heart couldn't stand much of a shock, could it?
No.
Suppose he was to wake up some morning and find his son Bob was behind bars for robbing a stagecoach.
What are you planning, Durgan?
Anybody that shows up with any of those marked bills will be in an awful spot, Parks.
That's right.
So we're going to see to it that Bob gets caught with one. Sooner or later, he's bound to come into my cafe and...
Oh, yeah, I get it. When you get a chance, you'll plant one of the bills on him. Larkin's crazy about that kid. If Bob was to be accused of robbery, Larkin would never survive it.
Right. Now, Bob's been out of town for the last 3 days. He's due back tonight. Now, what we'll do...
Late that afternoon, the Lone Ranger, using an indirect route in order to avoid questions about his mask, arrived at the home of his old friend, Andrew Larkin.
Hi, Kimasabi.
Hello, Tonto. Hello, Mr. Larkin.
Hello.
Did you get the stage driver to the doctor's?
Driver's still unconscious. Doctors say think him live.
Good. How are you, sir?
Welcome, my friend. It's good to see you again. You'll forgive my not rising, but this heart of mine is not working as well as it should.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Tonto told me about the robbery.
You find thieves, Kimasabi?
The trail disappeared on rocky ground in the Badlands.
I understand you're in Badger City here to check on Hank Durgan. You suspect him of this?
We have no proof.
I've had some run-ins with Durgan myself. I can well believe he might have committed the robbery.
He's a clever crook, Larkin. In several towns, he sold liquor to the Indians, but he's never been punished for it.
He's been punished here.
He has?
I managed to get evidence against him. He paid a $1,000 fine.
Him should spend life in jail.
I know, Tonto. If he committed this robbery, he'll be jailed. I'll see to that.
If there only was some real evidence to go on.
That very well may be, my friend.
What do you mean?
There have been a lot of holdups around here lately. I suggested to the stage line owner they mark the bills in his next shipment. Nobody but the people in the stagecoach office know of those marks. I didn't even tell my son. So if Durgan tries to spend one of those bills, we'll have him.
And that's a good idea.
Then it's a matter of waiting until one of the bills appears.
That's right. Will you and Tonto be nearby?
We have an errand to go on, but we'll be back as soon as possible.
I'm sorry you can't stay with me. I'd like my son to meet you both. He's planning to be a lawyer, too. Keeps pestering the sheriff to make him a deputy. He wants to get a practical background in the law.
Is he here?
No, he's visiting my daughter in Mud Flats. Oh, I usually have a housekeeper around to take care of me, but she's shopping now.
Perhaps we'll meet him next time.
I hope so. Bob's a good lad.
I'm sure he is. Goodbye, Mr. Larkin.
Goodbye. I'll speak to the sheriff. By the time you return, we may have Durgan behind bars.
Right.
That evening, after having talked to Andrew Larkin, Sheriff Dexter decided to call on Hank Durgan at Durgan's Cafe.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Hello, Durgan.
What'll you have?
Well, nothing right now. I just came in to ask you a couple of questions.
All right. Ask ahead.
I suppose you heard about the stagecoach robbery this afternoon?
Yeah, too bad.
And I suppose you have an alibi?
Well, I was at home taking a nap, same as every afternoon. Jeb Parks will swear to that.
So that's your story, huh?
Why, it's the truth. But I'll be on the lookout. If any of that marked money turns up in my cafe, I'll let you know.
Marked money? What do you know about marked money?
A couple of the boys from the stagecoach office mentioned it. They said that every one of the stolen bills had a little red circle in the corner.
I wish more people in this town attend to their own business and let me handle robberies.
It's just that we're all trying to help, Sheriff.
Oh, sure, Durkin, sure.
Oh, hey, Sheriff.
Bob Larkin, when did you get back?
Just a few minutes ago. I stopped at the house to see Dad, but he was asleep. The housekeeper said you were down here.
Did you want to see me about something?
Well, yes,
Howdy, Bob. I thought you were over in Mud Flats.
Hello, Durgan.
How's your dad feeling?
Fine. You have a cup of coffee with me, Sheriff?
Don't mind if I do.
2 coffees.
Well, what's on your mind, Bob?
Well, to tell you the truth, Sheriff, I'm looking for work. I remembered you said you needed another deputy. Is that job still open?
Well, maybe. But I understood you were going to school to study law.
Oh, look, Sheriff, I don't want you to say anything to Dad, but, well, the doctor bills have been mighty high since he got sick. He needs all that special medicine, and I thought...
Sure, son. I know how it is.
That's why I went to Mud Flats. I hope my sister Kit might be able to help out. But she's having a hard time herself.
Wait a minute, son. I'll pay for this.
I'm not that hard up, Sheriff. I ask you to be my guest. I always pay my own bills.
I'll get your change.
What is it, Durgan?
You just gave me a 10, right?
Well,
Is that it?
I suppose so. I gave you a torn bill.
Sheriff will be interested in seeing this. He's probably been wondering when one of them would turn up.
What do you mean?
I mean that's part of the money stolen from the stagecoach this afternoon.
Stolen money? It can't be.
Take a good look, Sheriff. I was told to watch for bills with a small red circle in one corner.
I didn't see that mark when I had the bill.
Nobody'd notice it unless he were looking for it. How many more of those bills you got, Larkin?
Are you insinuating that I
I'm not
stole that?
insinuating anything. I just asked you where you got it.
I got it from... well, I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember, eh? I suppose you've got so much money you don't remember where any of it comes from.
Now, wait a minute.
If you didn't steal that shipment, tell us where you got this cash.
Easy, boy. Wait a minute.
You can't punch your way out of this spot, kid. You better talk.
Now, look, Durgan, I'm not even sure that's the same bill I gave you.
You just admitted it was. You identified it by this tag.
All right, Durgan, you've said enough. Now, I'll handle this.
How do we know where he was this afternoon? He said he was on his way back from Mud Flats.
I
but-
said I'd handle this. Now, go on. Sit down, son.
You don't believe I'd rob anyone?
I said sit down. Now, where did you get this money?
I don't know. I paid some bills and got some change here and there, and...
Listen, son, I've known your father for over 20 years, before you were born even. Why, I used to bounce you around on my knee when you were still in diapers.
All right. Get to the point.
Well, the point is that you told me that you needed money badly. Now, there's a lot of people in this town that figured that you might rob to save your dad's life.
What do you figure?
Bob, look at me. Do I have to answer that?
No.
All right, then where did you get that bill?
I don't know.
Listen, son, I'm willing to give you a job as a deputy, but I can't do it if everybody in town suspects you of being a thief.
Now, if you think I'm guilty, why don't you lock me up?
That would kill your dad, and you know it. But you better clear yourself, or I may not have any choice.
All right, Sheriff. You know where to find me if you want me.
Bob.
After returning from the silver mine, the Lone Ranger made camp in the vicinity of Badger City. In town for supplies, the Indian heard the talk concerning Bob Larkin and the stolen bill.
Why were you riding so fast, Tonto? Do you bring news?
I may have bad news, Kimasabi. Hank Durgan accused young Bob Larkin of robbing stagecoach.
Has Bob been arrested?
No, but Sheriff talked to him plenty. People say jail best place for boy.
That would surely kill his father.
That's why Sheriff not arrest him.
Tonto, I still believe Durgan is the thief. Everything points to it.
What we do now?
I'm going into town. You stay here and wait for me.
Oh.
A short time later, the Lone Ranger, careful to avoid being seen, had made his way along the back streets of the town to the rear of the sheriff's office.
I tell you, Sheriff, I don't know anything about that money.
Don't draw, Sheriff.
Hey, who are you, mister, and what do you want?
I'm a friend of Andrew Larkin's.
But you're masked. Who?
Several years ago, I gave your father a bullet, just like this one, made of silver.
Silver bullet. Yes, I've seen one before.
Your father knew that this mask was not the sign of an outlaw.
Hey, wait a minute. You must be the Lone Ranger.
So Andrew Larkin spoke of me.
He certainly did, lots of times.
I heard about your trouble, Bob, in connection with a marked bill.
It gets around fast.
I came for further information. And, Bob, keep this in mind. I plan to get what I came after. I want straight answers to a few questions.
What are they?
I heard you identified the bill when Durgan showed it to you.
Why, yes.
Did you see the red mark on it?
Before I gave it to him? I didn't notice it.
Are you sure you saw it later when he showed it to you?
Yes, but why are you asking these questions?
Do you have any red ink?
Yeah, there's some on the desk.
Here, draw a circle in red ink on this bill, just exactly like the one you saw.
But why?
Do as he says, Bob. He's a friend. And if there ever was a time that you needed a friend, this is it.
After leaving the sheriff's office, the Lone Ranger hurried to the camp near Frenchman's Creek, where Tonto waited.
Hey, Kimasabi, you see young feller?
Yes, Tonto, and now I have what I wanted, a marked bill. Now I'm going to call on Durgan.
You wear disguise.
Yes, I want you and Sheriff Dexter to meet me later. If I leave Durgan's cafe, I'll blaze a trail for you to follow.
Ah.
While I put on my disguise, I'll tell you the plan.
It was late afternoon when the Lone Ranger, disguised as an Indian, left Silver behind the building and entered Durgan's cafe.
You Hank Durgan?
That's my name.
Me hear plenty talk about you.
Looks like you didn't hear about the rules of this place. Vamos.
Me no go. Me do business. Buy plenty firewater.
I can't do business with Indians. There's a law against it.
Law not bother you in Grantville.
Injun, I said clear out.
Me got plenty money.
I said I wasn't interested.
Me show you.
That's a lot of cash, Redskin.
Me tell you, me have plenty money.
Where'd you get it?
We do business first, then ask question.
I'd be willing to bet you stole it.
What that matter?
Put that cash away, Injun. Don't let anybody around here see you with that much money.
This not all money. Now we do business.
I don't care where you got it. Even if you stole it, it'd be all right with me, but I'm just curious. I didn't know anybody around here carried that much cash.
Me not hold up anyone.
Oh, broke into someone's house, eh?
Me not break in either.
Door was open?
Too much talk. Me here on business.
I can't do business with you. I can't sell you any firewater. I told you that, Injun. At least not in here. I'll meet you somewhere else.
Where we meet?
There's a big rock east of town, right near the stage trail. You know what I mean?
Me no.
I'll meet you there.
How soon we meet?
Let's make it 1 hour from now.
Good. I look for you there. You not be late.
You'll be seeing me, Injun. Don't worry. Eddie, give me my hat. I'm going home for a while. I'll see you later. Wake up, Parks.
What's the matter? House on fire?
Did you leave this place while I was at the cafe?
Oh, Hank, you know I wouldn't go against your orders. You told me to stay right here till you got back.
And you were asleep.
Well, not deep, I wasn't. No, I kind of dozed off. There ain't no harm in that, is there?
And you slept with the door unlocked.
Will you tell me what in the world's the matter?
Help me move that table and I'll show you what's wrong.
You looked at this money earlier today, remember?
Yeah, I know. And if it's not there, we're going out to kill an Indian.
Looks like it's all there, Hank. Yeah. What's all this talk about an Indian?
Some redskin came into the cafe with a roll of marked bills. I thought maybe he stumbled on this hiding place.
Boy, when I think of all this money, and we can't just stay right here and spend it.
All right, Jeb, put the top back on.
What was that?
Hold it, both of you.
Get back. Put up hands.
What does this mean?
It means that you're through, Durgan. Sheriff, look under that trap door and you'll find the missing money.
Why, you lying. So you swore to a false alibi for Durgan, eh?
It was a trick. We were framed. Some Indian showed Hank a bill.
Oh, sure, sure. You can tell your whole story to a jury, Parks. That's the marked money, all right.
We'll help you take them to jail. Come on, Durgan. You have a lot to answer for.
Well, I can assure you that those two will be behind bars for a long, long time to come. And the doctor said the stagecoach driver will be well enough to appear against them as soon as their trial comes up. You know, Badger City owes you a vote of thanks.
And I owe you more than that, friend. Clearing me may have saved my dad's life.
I'm always glad, Bob, to rid the West of men like Durgan and Parks, and to help good men when they need help. I understand the sheriff is going to take you on as his deputy. Couldn't have made a better choice.
I'll do my best, sir.
I'm sure you will. Now, Sheriff, Tonto and I must be leaving.
I wish you could stay here forever, friend. But I know that there's others needing you just as bad as we did.
Adios. Goodbye, Bob.
Goodbye.
Now I know why Dad always kept his silver bullet.
Yeah. By the way, Bob, the masked man told me not to say anything till after he had left. But he appreciated everything that you did for him. And he sent Tonto over to see the doctor.
The doctor?
Yeah. Now you don't have to worry anymore, son. All your father's medical bills have been paid by the Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, sit over!